It's recording right now, by the way.
Alright.
You keep put your head on.
Down?
On. Head on.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks. Oh shit, it's a little low. Thanks for doing this, by the way.
No problem.
Okay.
I look like a retard, but whatever. I don't care.
So, this is Michael Stamets, and how long have you worked in the dining courts for?
2 semesters so far.
What year are you?
I'm a freshman.
Okay, what was the other question? What is the most popular food in the dining court?
Depends on the day, but one of our most popular foods is popcorn chicken. We can never keep it full. Other than that, I would say in general it's fried stuff. There are also biscuits. They're garlic and cheese biscuits. The cooks in back always complain that they can never keep it full.
That sounds really unhealthy for you.
It is pretty unhealthy for you, but to be honest, I don't really think they care about your health. They just care about what the students like.
Would you say a lot of the food like that is greasy? Like, how greasy is the fried food?
The fried food is honestly pretty greasy when it comes out. We have to let it sit because it's so greasy. And generally, when we put it in the pans, we'll set it in a separate pan so that we can dump it into the originals once it's gone. And there's always grease left in the pan. So
Okay, I see what you're saying. So, you said you worked there 2 semesters. How often do you work there a week usually?
I work there 2 times a week and 3 every other week. Uh, the way that works is we have to work a weekend every other week. So, for instance, this week I will be working Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But next week I'll only have to work Thursday and Friday.
Okay, I see. So, when you work there, do you eat lunch there?
Yeah, we are allowed to eat one time every time we work. So generally, what people do is as soon as they come in, they take a 30-minute lunch break, and then they'll assume their positions at work.
So, what do you usually eat when you go there?
It depends because they have a lot of different stuff every day. But one of the most common things I try and stay away from the greasy stuff because obviously it's not healthy for you. But one of my favorites is like their fish. Um, it's fairly healthy. I like it. They also have potatoes, and then I usually get a salad with water. So
Okay, so how often do they have fish there?
uh, they usually have fish there. I would say 2 to 3 times a week, but sometimes it changes. So I couldn't really tell you because they have uh, cooks there that they get their orders and they cook what they're ordered to cook. So
Okay, do a sweet job. But, so, let's see, wait, hold on. I had a question. So, what year are you?
freshman, second semester freshman.
Are you living off campus next year?
No, I'll be living at Cary.
Do you think you'll get a meal plan next year?
Uh, Probably not.
Do you think that buying your own food and making it for yourself is a healthier alternative than the meal plan?
Most likely, yes. Actually, yes. I would highly recommend it. Like most of the food in the food courts are very unhealthy unless you get salad.
I noticed that the drink selection was mostly pop actually when I visited there one day.
Yeah, actually it is, and the juice that they actually have isn't all natural either. It's actually got a lot of sugar in it. So I would say even the juices aren't as healthy because they're not 100% natural juice.
Okay, sweet. Do you know anything about the desserts?
A little bit, yeah.
They like how fast do they go?
The desserts usually go pretty fast. The stuff that goes the fastest are chocolate chip and like M&M cookies. Um, and they go, people take them. I've seen one person take 8 cookies at a time. So in that respect is very unhealthy because the cookies they're very big cookies. Like they're not small either. So
So you guys have cookies there every day, right?
yes, every day. The only thing that changes is that sometimes they'll have like parfaits. Sometimes they'll have like for Christmas season they had, I think, peanut butter balls if I remember correctly. But one thing that also is always there is ice cream. So
Parfaits sound healthy. How are those looking?
not very healthy. They have whipped cream on top as well, so it adds to it.
Is there fruit with them?
No.
No fruit at all. How about that?
Chocolate parfaits.
Oh, they're chocolate parfaits? Okay. I'm trying to think.
And sometimes they'll have chocolate pudding as well.
Okay.
They also have like cheesecake, is a common one, and then actually sometimes they'll even have like 3 different kinds of cookies. They'll have one of their newer ones is like it's a chocolate chip cookie with pretzel in it. Then we have the regular chocolate chips. We'll have macadamia nut, and sometimes we'll have this. It's like a 7-layer cake. If you know what that is.
Yeah, I know what a 7-layer cake is. How often do you have it?
Not very often. That one I've only seen like once. So.
Okay, I see. Are you required? Oh shit. Here. Are you required to wear gloves when you work?
Yeah, you're required to wear gloves, and if you're touching anything other than food, you're required to take them off, wash your hands, and like get new gloves.
What about when you work in the back washing the dishes?
Um, it's not as strict back there because you're not touching food that you'll be serving, but they still mandate that if you are leaving the dish room that you wash your hands, and as you come back in to require gloves.
Okay, but you're not required to wear gloves in the back.
No.
Okay. What was the other thing I did? Shit. Oh, I'm gonna ask you about the hairnet.
Okay.
So, are you required to wear a hairnet when you're working with food?
Generally, no. If you have shorter hair, as long as like most of it maintains inside your hat, they're not too strict on it. But when I allowed my hair to grow out a little bit more, they were asking me questions. They're saying like if you can't put your hair inside your hat, that you need to wear a hairnet. So like the longer your hair is, they do mandate that you have to wear one. I've seen a couple of guys that have bigger beards, and they have to put a hairnet over their beard. So in that respect, they are a little more strict on wearing hairnets,
Okay.
so that hair doesn't get in food and
Okay.
stuff.
So,